Today, I sit with Stephanie White. I am so excited to bring her voice to you. She is someone who has traipsed a long journey of faith and has ended up in yoga pants with puppies. She's a delight, and what she's going to share so boldly, authentically, and honestly with you is life-changing. So you want to buckle your seatbelt and be prepared for joy, because birthed out of trauma is that. Founder of Vibe Yoga, Vibe Branding, and personally working with people behind the scenes to get them a life of joy. She does work with corporations, individuals, puppies. I talk a lot about puppies in this episode, but please, you can just insert the word joy instead of puppies. It's a demonstration of her heart, of her love, and all that she is. And I'm so excited to share with you today. Stephanie.
I have this heart to help women that just have this deep pain that they keep inside, and they may look beautiful and smiling on the outside, but on the inside they're dying. Remember who you are. Remember your gifts are not about you. They're not to be kept inside. Don't die with your voice inside. Don't die with your music inside of you. You are meant to share it.
What has it felt like to not have your voice?
Like a piece of my heart was missing. And I kept my voice quiet for a lot of my life. And it's time to finally use my voice for what I'm here for.
Why do you think people are afraid to fall?
Failure, afraid to be rejected, afraid to be judged. I was raised with conditional love, and so it was really scary to make mistakes growing up, because if you made mistakes, you didn't get love. I was raised in a very, very religious family, fire and brimstone. We were raised to fear a lot. There was abuse. I remembered feeling ashamed of it. I remembered feeling like I caused it. I do work with a lot of women that have body dysmorphia, that have eating disorders, that have come from abuse. They try to be perfect in every which way to get love. And I feel like I can teach them because I went through all of that.
Yeah. Say more about that.
I think being imperfect makes you more lovable.
I think the people who seek you out are people who are looking perfect on the outside and vastly empty on the inside.
Well, I know, because I was that woman. I made everything look really pretty on the outside, and on the inside, I was dying. And I knew it. I knew I needed to make the change, and it was actually my kids that came to me when they heard what was going on behind closed doors, and they asked me why I put up with that. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't want them to grow up thinking that's normal. And I have a son and a daughter. I didn't want my son to grow up learning that that's how you treat women. And I didn't want my daughter to find a relationship like that. So I knew I had to make a change. I had to, as scary as it was. I was terrified. I was paralyzed with fear. I did it anyway. My kids are really proud of me now.
I bet.
They are.
And a warrior mom.
Yeah. They've seen me go through a lot. To hear from your own children that they are proud of their mom, oh my goodness. That is the most amazing, you can't put a price on that.
So, tell me the story that you're most proud of when you fell and you got back up. It's so windy. Not right now. Don't fall right now, though, Stephanie.
When I felt like I failed, my employees more than anything, and my students. I promised all of them that Vibe was not ending. And it's been my mission to continue. And I kept asking the universe in my meditations, how can I keep this going? And it just morphed into something different, but better. So now we're all over Denver, and now we're helping people all over, and puppies.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. The first class you had like 200 people show up, yes?
Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. The people just kept coming and coming, and we had a ton of puppies, and thankfully it was out on a lawn, and so we were able to accommodate everybody. And so I ended up just walking through all of the yoga mats and projecting my voice with puppies running everywhere. And some people were there to do some serious yoga, and some just wanted to snuggle with puppies. And that's what it's turned into 5 years later.
I love that. So from being a business owner who owned your own yoga studio to experiencing loads of rescue puppies running around, what has been the freedom that you feel in now being free to have your voice?
We have one life. And this life is too short to not use our God-given gifts. So it's time to use your voice. It's time to share your heart, to share your gifts. When I was in that pain, that I just thought, why am I even here? And I really felt like my life was meaningless, and that everything that I did was for nothing. And I have friends and family members that are like, what did you do to come out of that? They saw me in the darkest moments. And now they're seeing me in this new life, like a completely new life. And I'm happy, and I'm helping people, and I have a mission that I feel like I'm here for a reason. And that my mission is to help others to find their mission. I have a big mission, and it took me a long time to get there. But I feel like I finally have this purpose that is going to take me through the rest of my life.
What's the biggest shift you've seen in someone's body when they've been, it can be you, it can be a puppy?
When I see people relax, even when they're challenged, when they learn how to stay calm, it's kind of like riding the wave rather than getting buried with it or in it. So it's seeing that peace on their face, and seeing how they are learning how to stay calm through challenge and to not be afraid to fall. What I teach is to be okay with being human, that everyone falls, and some of the most successful people don't get there without falling quite a few times.
And I know that some of what you do is you harmonize with people's lives. I know some of what you do is you get people in their body. Talk a little bit more about the importance that you place on finding out what one is born for, because I think that that's really foundational.
A lot of people don't really know how to breathe properly and to be in their body. Usually we don't pay attention to our bodies until we're hurting. And my mission is to teach people to really drop into this vessel that we have for a limited time. Our souls get to live in these vessels. We don't have to be weak. We don't have to be small. We can be strong. We can be empowered. We can be confident. I think more than anything, it's seeing people's evolution from being curious about the holistic world to feeling empowered from the inside out, feeling their strengths, and learning to be human, being okay with being messy, being okay to fall as long as they get back up, and to feel that love and the grace from within, that they don't need it from anyone else but themselves.
And if you had one message to all the people who need to change their life, what would you say to them?
Let go of the control. Let go of your expectations. Let go of your plans. Because sometimes the universe has something much better.
Is your superpower that allows you to help people so much that you don't usually say?
I think I got this from my grandmother. Very intuitive. I can feel people's energy, and they can usually feel mine too. And so I help people to raise their vibration.
And in order to raise one's vibration, what's fascinating to me is that a lot of people will just talk about it in esoteric terms, but you really embrace the physical also. So talk to me for a moment about yoga and how that allows one to raise one's, I mean, I know yoga, but what specifically is happening with you with the puppies and the vibration when people are in pigeon pose? Like, what's the magic?
It's fun, it's playful, it's dropping into this body and really feeling this body and our strength and our flexibility and this breath that is just a gentle reminder that we're here for a reason. Not one person is here to simply exist. And so when we drop into our body and we feel our strength from the inside out, it literally does raise our vibration. And people may not be able to see it, but they can feel it.
Oh, talk about the puppies.
Well, add puppies to the mix. I mean, why not? Just add some puppies running around to remind you, because it can get intense. The pressure is not always comfortable. It's a reminder that this body is so powerful if we allow it to be. Our minds are very powerful. Yoga, of course, is not just a physical practice. It's also a mind practice. It's a spirit practice. It's all those things mixed together. And then the puppies are just a beautiful reminder of the innocence and the playfulness and to be present, to stay present.
Do you think that the needing the strength when it's hard in yoga and when a puppy runs by, like I looked at all of those sweet pictures of like puppies' bellies with people's faces buried in them. Like, what is the juxtaposition of like, this is so hard, this hurts so much, and here's this puppy so I can now do it because I'm in so much laughter or joy.
Yeah.
Like, what is there's something there though.
It really is.
Specific.
It's a beautiful therapy. You have to feel it.
That's why they need to call you, Stephanie, is because, right, we can talk about it all day, but if they don't experience you, they don't get the shift. Yeah, they do need to call you.
I can get you free.
And if you had one thing to tell women who don't have their voice, what would you say?
We tend to conform to what other people want us to be in order to get love, and that never works. We end up losing ourselves when we do that. When we give ourselves permission to be our authentic selves, then it's a trickle effect. Then others learn to be their authentic selves.
Do you want to talk about the dark times? You don't have to talk about the dark times.
I just came out of a really dark time. I've never felt such pain. The whole situation is extremely sad. We did a ton of therapy and it just didn't work.
What is the thing that allows you to do that? Because I think there's a certain set of people who stay stuck and a certain set of people that you can get free, right? There are people who will do the work, but what is the thing that you see in the people you help that differentiates those who get up?
The willingness to fall, the willingness to get back up. I just have a really strong spirit. The people that come to me usually have that spirit within them, that They know that there's this inner fire that's just needs to come out. And they just need someone to help them, to encourage them, to help them to feel empowered, and to change that mindset of failure means something bad. It's not. There is so much life after heartbreak. There's so much more. And just because you go through certain things doesn't mean life is over. There's just this beautiful world that's just waiting for you. Sometimes we have to go through that pressure. We have to go through certain things to come out the other side in order to find out who we truly are. And a beautiful relationship now that is just blossoming, and he's an amazing human, and he thinks that I'm amazing, and we have so much fun together, and it's like this whole new world is opening up for me that I didn't know I could ever have again. I thought I was going to be forever single and just be alone, and so I was just planning to just bury myself in my career and my kids and forget about love. And here I am. Things are just, wow. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Can you talk about the joy for a few minutes?
Well, it makes me want to cry because it's so beautiful. Whew, if I really think about what my life is like now versus what it was, I had to take that step. I had to take that really scary step that a lot of people don't want to take. But I'll tell you, there was just this beautiful, there is a whole new world waiting for you if you just take that step. And it's beautiful, it's fun, it's playful, it's light. I wake up every day just excited about what's to come. I'm on a completely different dimension now.
If there were one thing that you could teach someone, if someone's watching this today and they're like, that's me, I'm in pain, I don't know how to fix this, what can I do? Besides obviously contacting you, because it's not one simple thing that can be taught, but what is one simple thing that you would say to them that would allow them to taste hope?
You're not alone. You're not alone.
And joy is on the other side, yes?
Ah, so much joy. So much joy is on the other side. It's so beautiful.
It starts to make sense looking back, right? Sometimes. Not to say that any of it's okay or should have happened or couldn't have not happened, but you are the perfect poster child for what people need. Yeah.
Because I know what they went through, and I can feel that. And I also know how to get out of that. I also know how to not stay in that pain.
Talk a little bit more about the importance that you place on finding out what one is born for, because I think that that's really foundational.
So many people are on the wrong frequency and they don't realize it. All we need to do is fine tune to get you to the right frequency. And when you do that, things start opening up for you. And you can't do it just once, you have to do it every day.
How do you, and you don't have to tell me like secrets of what you do, but how do you get people to be on the right frequency every day? Because people can go to a sound bath, feel a thing, go home and be crabby.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you shift people to a different frequency?
That's a daily practice. I can give you the tools, but ultimately it's a daily practice. It takes commitment. It takes that carving out that time. And it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. If you want to level up, you need to do the work. And I can show you how.
Yeah, you could say that again for the people in the back if you want to. That's beautiful because it's true, right? Mm-hmm. You can't buy the yoga pass, never go and get the body.
Nope. No, there's no magic pill.
Come on, there isn't. Are you sure there's a magic pill?
It can be fun though. It can be a lot of fun when you figure out how to get on the right channel. I realized this is my purpose. I think so many women try to do it on their own, which I did. I did that. The house was perfect, the cars were always clean, the kids were always polished, the Christmas cards, the vacations. I was exhausted. I was exhausted and I was miserable. And what I learned is that, and I was alone. I was alone. I was trying to do it all by myself. And you just can't do that. We need each other.
I think people need support for it, don't you, Stephanie? I think that that's the thing culturally that we don't get. We're so like independent, high achieving. We're not supposed to like show other people that we need help, but people need you.
We all need each other. The community that I've created is all about supporting each other, and we lift each other up. And by doing that, we can be our authentic selves, and it's truly genuine. And I have some beautiful, amazing women in my life that I'm so thankful for. And we are constantly lifting each other up. We're sisters.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a sisterhood is, I think, actually really needed in this society. What's your biggest wish for yourself?
To share my gifts to the absolute fullest. To empower people to do the same. I'm not a survivor, I'm a warrior. So when I meditate, I feel like I'm surrounded by angels. I feel like I'm surrounded by my source, my creator. I never lost my faith. I never lost my faith. And it just reminded me that I'm not alone.
And so if people want to reach out to you for corporate gigs or puppy gigs or consult gigs or singing or all of those things, they can reach you. What's the best way?
Just click the link.